Hi everyone, thanks for watching. My name's Takama and in these videos I'll be sharing with you the recipes that I make here in my kitchen. I'll also be sharing bits of information about nutrition, health and well-being that I've learned over 27 years of cooking. So if you enjoy learning, sharing and cooking, welcome to Karma's Kitchen. Hi everyone, so today we're making Thai pumpkin soup. This is a super easy recipe to put together. Also, it doesn't have a lot of ingredients, so it's quite economical. I personally really like it. It's a great recipe for when you want to keep things nice and simple. And in the vein of keeping things nice and simple, let's get to these ingredients. So your first ingredient is, ta-da, pumpkin. And you're going to need 500 grams of pumpkin or 1 pound. And you'll need to chop them into pieces that are just a little bit bigger than bite size. I went with the Kent pumpkin variety, and I chose this variety because it is a little bit sweeter in its flavor, and that just pairs really nicely with coconut milk and curry. Also too, with Kent pumpkin, for those of you who struggle with cutting pumpkin, and there are a lot of tough skin varieties out there. I know I really struggle with the Queensland Blue variety of pumpkin. That skin is like concrete. So if that's put you off pumpkin, try the Kent pumpkin because the skin is a lot softer. It's a lot safer and a lot easier to cut, and you might fall in love with pumpkin again. All right, the next ingredient is coconut milk. You'll need 400 mils or 1 3/4 cup. And as you can see here, it's grayish in color. That is the natural color of coconut. So if you open your tin and it looks a bit grayish, it hasn't gone off. That is the color that it's supposed to be. I've chosen the Anyam variety of coconut milk, and I've done that because it is the brand that has the highest quantity of coconut milk in a can, and also no thickeners or emulsifiers. Not that I personally have anything against thickeners and emulsifiers. I just try to avoid them as much as possible. This is 89% coconut milk, and then the rest is water, and that's it. If you too don't want to have too many emulsifiers and thickeners in your coconut milk, make sure you check the ingredients. And also, if you're somebody who doesn't want it too watered down as well, check the amount of water that's in the cans because they do vary from brand to brand. Alrighty, no, it's not the very last, but it's close to it. The next ingredient is our curry paste, Thai red curry paste. I'll go a little closer. You need 2 tablespoons or 56 grams. And I've gone with the Valcom brand of Thai red curry. That's the flavor I like best. If you are vegan or vegetarian, if you're in the UK, I had to look this up. If you're in the UK, Tesco's do have a Thai red curry paste that is suitable and doesn't contain shrimp paste in it. If you're in the United States, I have a clue and I'm terribly sorry. If you're here in Australia, I think they're called Five Tastes, and their red curry paste is suitable for vegetarians. I won't say that it's suitable for vegans because it does actually say on the label may contain crustacea, and probably they've put that there because the red curry paste is produced in a facility that also does products with shellfish in them. So they've done that just to be on the safe side. So if you're a very strict vegetarian or you're a very strict vegan, then you're going to have to make your own red curry paste. There are a lot of recipes online to do that. And the next time I do something with a curry paste, I'll make it from scratch, so you can see how to make it with and without shrimp paste. The next ingredient is water. Haven't put any water in here just yet, but this will be water. And the very last is coriander. Wrong hand. Sorry. So you would use 20 grams or 4 tablespoons if you're going to feed 4 people, and this recipe serves 4. I am actually eating this tonight after I finish this video. So I've only got enough coriander out for myself. It's a little bit less again. This is only 2 grams of coriander. It's not that I dislike coriander, but in something like this, I find a flavor like coriander can really overwhelm the dish. So I prefer to dial it down. But if you don't mind, then use the full 10 grams in your serve of soup. And that's it. Oh my gosh, that's it. You're also going to need a wooden spoon and a stick blender. If you don't have a stick blender, you can use a blender. You can use a potato masher. You can use a food processor. What else can you use? I think that's it. That's most things people mash soup up with. Any one of those. Great. And you're also going to need a saucepan. This is a 2-liter saucepan, so you would want something that holds roughly 4 cups. All right, let's get cooking. So as you can see, I've got my red curry paste sizzling away in my pot. I've got the pot on medium-high heat to get it nice and sizzling. And you just want to stir it around like this continuously for about 30 seconds. And that's just to warm it through and to really get those flavors out, which you'll notice when you're cooking. It's beautifully fragrant. Once that's been fried through for 30 seconds, you then want to add the pumpkin. And you just want to get the pumpkin coated nicely in all the curry paste. Alright, once that's done, you want to add the coconut milk. And I have filled up my little cup with water now. You also want to add the water. And you want to turn the heat down to a low. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. You want to bring it to the boil first. Then you want to turn it down low. One of the joys of learning to cook on camera is trying to remember everything you're supposed to say when you're supposed to say it. But I will get better as we go along, I promise. I will improve. Okay, so all that's in and stirred around, and like I said, we just need to bring it to the boil. Once we've brought this to the boil, we then reduce the heat down to low and let it simmer for 30 minutes. And then check to make sure your pumpkin's cooked. And if it's nice and soft, take it off the heat and let it sit for 10 minutes. So I will be back in half an hour. All right, that was a quick half hour. My pumpkin is done. So it has been simmering for 30 minutes at a low heat, and we want it to simmer low. The reason for that is because we just want to evaporate the water off. We don't want to actually cook and risk curdling the coconut milk. If coconut milk is cooked at too high a heat, it can actually separate, and we don't want to have that happen. So that's why we were doing it at a low heat. So it's been done now, and it's been sitting for 10 minutes. Excuse my other bowl of pumpkin, that's for my chickens. While I was waiting, I cooked up the pumpkin that was left over. The pumpkin that I showed you, I cooked that up for my chickens because it's a real vitamin boost for them, as well as being a really lovely treat. It's very good for them, and it's very good for us. So my fun fact for this episode is beta carotene. Pumpkins are full of beta carotene, and beta carotene in us converts to vitamin A. So you know, when you peel carrots, or even when you were chopping your pumpkin, you notice that your hands get stained, that kind of orange color. That is beta carotene. And beta carotene is used to color a lot of processed foods. So anything you see with natural flavoring that has a yellow or orangey color, that'd be beta carotene, I guess. And it's also used to give margarine its color as well, because margarine, when it is manufactured at the end line, it's actually pure white, and they realized that that was not very appetizing, so they use beta carotene to color it the color of butter. So that's my fun fact. Because it converts to vitamin A in us, it is really good for keeping your eyes, your skin, and your hair healthy, and it also assists your immune system as well. So there are many good reasons to eat Thai pumpkin soup. All right, what do we need to do now? We need to blend this because at the moment it's just lumpy. So you need your blender, whatever it is you're using, and blend away. Pardon the noise. That's it. It's that simple. I need a ladle. I have a ladle. It helps. So this will serve 4. It will keep in your fridge for up to a week. It will freeze for 3 months. And I think that's all of those specifications. Now, if you don't like coriander, you can use parsley. If you're not big on herbs, you can sprinkle it with sunflower seeds, or you can use pumpkin seeds. Why not? Pumpkin on pumpkin. If you don't mind added heat, you can even use chili flakes. Pumpkin and chili do go very well together. Or you can combine all 3, and you can do some pumpkin seeds with some chili flakes and some coriander on top. Whatever is your pleasure. I'm just going to stick to the coriander, and when I actually eat this properly for dinner, I will probably add some pepper as well. See, even in presenting food, there we go. But there we are. There is your pumpkin soup. I also need a spoon. I keep forgetting. It's nice to actually be able to try it, and you can see I've eaten it. It hasn't killed me. It's really good. It's nice and hot. On both fronts, but really lovely. One of my favorite soups, and I hope if you try this, it'll be one of yours too. Thank you for watching. This has been Thai pumpkin soup. May you have good karma in your kitchen.